Hey guys, I'm back at you with another clip of my journey here. In these videos here, these late stage videos, I am putting a double stitch on the edges of the pocket flaps. I saw this this guy, wannabe hoodlum, wannabe gangster dude. He was wearing a pair of sweats, and his pocket flaps had the double stitch, about a 3/8 of an inch apart. And I've seen those before, and I just felt so it got to me. It got in my head, and I admit that was my bad. I let that get in my head, and I should not have, because since then I've seen a ton of cargo pockets and pleated pockets that only have one stitch on them, and they look just as professional. So I did that. I let something get in my head that should not have been in my head, and so but it looks cool though. I mean, it looks professional, looks cool. So I'm wondering why what am I doing? I keep putting it back up under there. I think I'm looking for the length. Anyways, yeah, that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting those double stitches on there. But I think it looks nice. My only complaint is it takes a hot minute. It does. And it uses up more thread, and it uses up time. But I love the look. I don't know if I'm going to do that a lot. But I wanted a certain look for these, and that fit the bill. So that's what I did. You can see there the double stitches. See the double stitches? This process. I'm not bragging, but I did that. If I can do this, or when I'm able to do this, get my process cherried, I can put out small runs. As my skill improves and my process improves, I can put out small runs. I don't have to go to an offshore manufacturer. I'm not saying it's a bad thing either, going offshore. That's the way this system was set up. They set the system up to where they could ship manufacturing offshores because of cheaper labor. That's the business model in this country. It's the business model. It's the business model all over the globe. Companies look for cheap labor. And then they try to lower their cost here and there. And actually, labor is one of the most expensive costs of doing business. So if you can ship your stuff overseas and still get it done and still get a quality product, I don't see why these companies why they would stay here and pay someone more to make something than shipping it overseas. That isn't what I'm doing. I'm making these myself. And I'm not asking for $30,000 per item. As a matter of fact, I looked at my dresses and I looked at some dresses online, and they were in my opinion, and I can show you examples, and I probably will. They were on par with Abercrombie and Fitch, and in some cases, if you want designer stuff, that supposedly high quality stuff, my stuff is even cheaper. I saw an Abercrombie and Fitch, Abercrombie and Fitch sundress, bodycon dresses. They hit in the neighborhood of $99 to $125. I wanted to post these up as for $125, but I'm only asking $99. So, and they're using offshore labor. And what was I going to say? They're using offshore labor, and they cost just as much as mine, in some cases more. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, coming to the end here in a couple minutes. I would appreciate it if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, share, repost. See, that's the front. And now the seat, come on. That is tight. Oh, the production value, the production process. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And there's the belt. I said it in the last video. You guys are going to see this. This is me. And look, it took me a minute to get this. All I had to do was put the darn thing through the belt loops. Look at me. It shouldn't be this much. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be. But I guess I was nervous and I was trying to figure out, that process. I got it though in the end. So you guys let me know. Comment, like, subscribe, share, repost. I know share and repost are kind of like the same thing. Thank you for watching. Now, if you want to purchase, I only have 3 of these. See you guys in the next video.